Hello and welcome to all in this our YouTube channel. Now students, we are in the topic of some basic concepts of chemistry, and in this topic we have reached up to the point physical properties. In our last lecture we have seen Gay-Lussac's law and the laws which are required for our basic chemistry. Now students, in continuation with that, in our today's lecture we are going to learn the atomic masses and molecular masses. Now students, atomic and molecular masses are very important for the measurement of their corresponding weights. So let us start with atomic and molecular masses this point. Atomic and molecular masses. Now students, first of all you should know about what is meant by an atom. Then we can say that you can calculate the atomic mass. Now students, atomic and in molecular masses, you know about the terms atoms and molecules. What is meant by atoms and molecules? Atomic mass, whenever you are going to calculate the atomic mass for a particular atom is the smallest particle. Suppose if you take the appropriate here to understand what do you mean by the atomic and molecular masses. Atomic mass is the mass of an atom. For example, hydrogen, this is an atom. Helium, atom. So it is actually very small particle of the segment of matter that we are calling it as an atom. Now students, if we go for the calculation of the atomic weight, then it is actually very small. For example, the mass of one hydrogen atom, the mass of this one hydrogen atom is nothing but 1.6736 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 24 gram. Students, this is the mass of one hydrogen atom. This is very small quantity and not easy to measure, because you should understand by this quantity. Look at here. It is nothing but the multiplied by 10 raised to minus 24, means 0. Up to 23 0 you have to take, then you will get the value this 16736. Means actually it is a very small quantity, and which is not very easy to measure. So students, in the present system the mass of an atom is determined by the relative mass of carbon 12. Means if you want to measure the atomic mass of any particular element, then we have to take the help of carbon 12. Why it is we have considered, means why only carbon is considered, not neon and not sodium like that. The reason behind that, this carbon 12 is chosen as an internal standard for the calculation of atomic weights of other elements. So this is a very important thing, students, that you have to understand. Carbon has exactly atomic weight 12.000. This is a very important thing, students. So that's why we have taken the carbon as an internal standard. Instead of this carbon, if you look at for another elements, means if you want to calculate the atomic weight of sodium, then it is nothing but the 22 point something like that, and which is near about very equal to the 23. And instead of students, if you want to calculate the atomic weights for another elements, then it will not be the accurate like this, but instead of that the near about values are there. So to avoid that confusion, C12 is chosen as an internal standard for the measurement of other weights. So to understand this concept, we can take an example of another concept. For example, if you go for if you are measuring 1 kg of sugar, then what you are going to choose as a standard weights. 1 kg of weights, which is we have taken in one compartment, and in another compartment what you are going to take as a matter sugar. So 1 kg standard sugar you can take at that time. So like that here also carbon C12 is chosen as an internal standard for the measurement of atomic weights of other elements. So this is very important concept, students. Now we are going to look at what is meant by AMU. AMU is nothing but the atomic mass unit. Now students, this is very important concept. What is meant by atomic mass unit? Atomic mass unit and all other atoms of other elements are given in a relative atomic mass to that of this carbon 12. Now students, the atomic masses which are expressed in this unit, that is we are calling it as a atomic mass unit. One atomic mass unit is how much? That now we are going to calculate is nothing but mass exactly equal to 1/12 of the mass of one carbon. Mass exactly equal to the 1/12 of mass of carbon 12. This is the definition of what I can say 1 AMU. So students, this is a very important thing that you have to keep in mind. Means 1/12 of mass of carbon 12 is nothing but 1 atomic mass unit. This is the unit by which we can measure the weight of the atomic masses of any atom that we can express in AMU, that is atomic mass unit. So 1 AMU is nothing but we can write like this. 1 AMU is nothing but 1/12 into mass of 1 carbon 12. So this is the formula by which we can calculate 1 AMU. And students, one thing that you have to keep in mind, what is the weight of or the mass of 1 carbon 12? That now we are going to calculate is nothing but which is equal to 1/12 into 1.992648 into 10 raised to minus 23 gram. So students, this is the value of 1 AMU. So if you are going to calculate all these quantities, then you will get the answer 1.66056 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram. So students, this is the nothing but the value of 1 AMU, that is 1 atomic mass unit. And with the help of this atomic mass unit, the atomic masses are expressed. Now students, recently this AMU unit is replaced by the unified unit which we are calling it as a Dalton. Means this AMU is replaced by the another quantity which we are calling it as a Dalton. And students, this Dalton, the symbol for this Dalton which we are using is U, small u, or instead of this we can also use DA, capital D and small a Dalton. Means unified mass. U stands for unified mass and this stands for Dalton. Both has the same meaning. So students, some problems are which are based on this conversion. In your textbook they have provided with some problems by substituting some values. You can solve it. So after that students, we are going to calculate the average mass, or you can say average atomic mass. So students, in our next point that we are going to learn is nothing but the average atomic mass. Average atomic mass. Students, in our previous point we have seen atomic and molecular masses. Like that we can see the average atomic mass. Many naturally occurring elements exist as a mixture of one or more than one more isotopes. So isotopes, you are already familiar with it. In Marathi they are calling, you already learnt it, Samasthanic. So students, in continuation that isotopes have different atomic masses. Isotopes have different atomic masses. Different atomic masses and having same atomic number. For example, you can take the example of hydrogen H11, H12, H13. These are the isotopes of each other. And like that, the another examples are also there. Carbon 612, carbon 613. Like that, there are so many isotopes are present in nature. So these are the isotopes, the atomic masses of isotopes and their relative abundance, that is percent occurrence. This is the what we are calling it as the average atomic mass. So this is the definition of average atomic mass. Once again I will repeat it. The atomic mass of the elements is weighed average atomic masses of its corresponding isotopes. Students, this is very important application for the calculation of average atomic mass. For example, if we consider it for carbon, then you will understand what is meant by the average atomic mass. There are 3 isotopes of carbon that now we are going to take. Isotopes, atomic mass and relative abundance. Carbon 12 has atomic mass 12.00 and students, its relative abundance is 98.89 or you can say 892. After that, carbon 613 has atomic mass 13.000335 and its relative abundance will be 1.108, and carbon 14 has the atomic mass 14.00317 and has relative abundance 2 into 10 raised to minus 10. So this is all about the what you can say the carbon, isotopes of carbon. So students, with the help of this data we can calculate the average atomic mass of carbon. This is a very important concept for calculating the average atomic mass of carbon. How this average atomic mass is going to be calculated is nothing but, first of all, you have to take the standard atomic weight of carbon is nothing but C12 is 12 unit, and after that students you have to take the existence of it, that is relative abundance. Means first of all you have to take atomic mass of carbon C12. For C12 we are going to calculate its atomic weight multiplied by relative abundance 98.892 divided by 100. In simple bracket you have to enclose it, plus again like that you have to take it for the carbon 13.00335 13.00335 into its corresponding relative abundance is 1.108 in divided by 100. This is in one bracket, plus 14.00317, and its relative abundance is 2 into 10 raised to minus 10 divided by 100. So students, this is all about the calculation part to calculate the average atomic mass of carbon. And after that you have to solve all these terms. Then on solving all these terms, students, you will get the average atomic mass of carbon is nothing but 12.011 unit. 12.011 is the average atomic mass of carbon that we have calculated with the help of this table. So students, you have to keep in mind this table. So by using this table, by knowing all these values, you can solve or you can calculate the average atomic mass for any elements. Likewise, carbon. So this is all about in our today's lecture. Thank you very much.